Hello and welcome. Um, welcome to the networking update challenge, day 1 out of 5. So last week we had the update your game challenge, and we updated some nice things, but there's also some things that we looked into but didn't really have time to go too deep into it. And so this week, I decided to focus on some of those networking updates, in particular, getting like a public signaling server running so that, the game can just work by default. And also being able to start the game without all players being present yet. And hopefully maybe we'll have some time to get some player communication in there as well this week. So yeah, this week will be focused around all things networking and improving the game in that area. All right, so I'll go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so we've got our box game that we've been working on, so we'll continue on this. And let me just run it so we can have a visual before we start getting into this. So first we need to run the signaling server. Just go to the Matchbox directory, and then I'll go run dash bin. If I go up far enough in history, I think I had it in here. There, Matchbox server. And locally here, we can just do cargo run target wasm. All right. Open a second window here. All right, so we've got our 2 players connecting, and yeah, they're connected. So we can move, and the enemy chases us. And whoever has the high score is, I think, prioritized, or maybe not. Yeah, so right now by default it's 2 players. You can actually specify like arguments up here. Like if you had like none players 4, then it would wait for 4 players to join before starting. So instead, you could join immediately and start playing, and then other people could join. And I don't know if we'll have time to get into a lobby, but a lobby would be nice, because then you could see, games that are currently running and how many players are in there, what's the max number of players, and yeah, pick the one you want to join. So yeah, we'll get started with first with getting the signaling server online. Yesterday we were trying to get a container image working. So I'll go ahead and go back here. And did I say yesterday or last week? Last week, our last challenge. So open this. We have Docker images. Oh yeah. So we need to run Docker. It doesn't run on startup, so you have to launch it. But you can change the settings to run on startup if you'd like. And Docker is kind of what powers these containers that we're using here. Dockerify defines how to build the container. And that would just be kind of like a portable, self-contained thing that we'll be able to deploy to, many different places, but specifically we're doing AWS Lambda. All right. So we have some images. And yeah, last week we were having some trouble. We were compiling it fine, but running it was, it was running as well. It seemed like it was running fine, but then we were having trouble connecting to it. And so I think some of the maybe command line arguments that we passed into it were maybe not quite right. Yeah, so let's see if we can get it running locally, just because, I kind of want to have the ability to test this, make sure it's working before we deploy it. You could, of course, deploy it and test it afterwards, but I think it's good practice to be able to know whether something's working before you put it out. Let's see, I wrote the instructions, yeah, all the way at the bottom. So let's just try Docker build. Just make sure. And it probably did nothing because we already had one built and we didn't make any changes, so it's the same result. Then we did, Docker images. That lists all the images, and our one is this one, B5. Yeah, we can name these. We probably should, and I think it will. Okay, and then Docker run. And I guess this IP could be the last digit here could be any number. We had to take one that was available, and I guess that one was available. But it may not always be the case. And so, yeah, it will, if it tells you it's in use, you can maybe pick a different number here. All right, so the signaling server is running here. And so if we go to this IP and that port, normally we should be able to connect to it, right? And the box game, we have the option to specify a server we're going to connect to, and that's what we tried to do last week. Here, do the same thing, get the other player, but it doesn't look like it's fine. They're not finding each other or anything, so I think they're not actually finding the server. We can let's look at the logs. So, oops, it's not what I meant. Do the more tools, developer tools, and Control-Shift-I is always what I try to do, but yeah, it doesn't seem to work for me. All right, connection feature was dropped while connecting to. Okay. Bevy, GTRS. Okay, yeah. So connection failed. It did not succeed connecting to this. So, but why does it say just 3.5 here? Isn't it missing like the 3.6 as well? 3.5, 3.6? Or is that just truncated? Oh yeah, there it is, the 3.6. Yeah. Okay, so it's trying to connect to where we told it to. So that's good news. And so I think, yeah, it's really going to be on the Docker run settings. Yeah, that's pretty much narrows it down. Um, I'm not sure how you actually close or stop the Docker, but Control C doesn't work. And, killing the terminal works, but I mean, I assume it does. In use, I guess they're still in use. Okay, so I guess it's still running even though we have like interactive terminal set. Because you can launch these and not lock up your terminal, but if you do like -it like we did, right? Yeah, then it runs like with the terminal. You see the logs, and it should stop running once you close it. Um, I can stop it manually from here, I guess. And I wonder, probably if we would have tried and run another one while it was still running, it would have told us that, the IP was in use. And maybe that's why, well, I don't know if the 0 and the 1 are used for something else, but all right, exited. We can, yeah, so I think we'll have to maybe do a bit of research here. This -- subnet, we named it network name and we're connecting to that. Hopefully, I mean, maybe that's the issue. We'll see. Yeah. So I'll use this window to search bevy run. No, not bevy. I mean Docker run network. Or what was the command? Network create. And let's see if we find anything here. I wonder if maybe we're just using the wrong IP to connect to it. Network create -d bridge. Install, okay. When you launch a new container with Docker run, it automatically connects to this bridge network. Okay, so maybe all that stuff we did was kind of optional. Run itd. Not sure what itd does. Maybe that's what we should be using. That's container. All right. You want to add a container to a network after containers already running. All right. And advanced options, but it should already work without anything special like this. So let's maybe try simplify this a little bit. If we do like Docker network create, I mean, it says that there's a default one. Maybe we try that first. So say we do Docker run, and I guess we don't specify the network. How would we know what IP to connect to, right? So maybe it's in here somewhere. Let's see. Network. Okay. So I guess it's this. That's pretty much what we had though. Oh no, it's not. It's completely different. So I guess this is maybe the default. And then if I do, so if I run Docker with none of this, oops, T. All right, so that's already running. And then let's go to our player here and change this. Oops, let's keep the same port, but let's change the IP. And maybe I should have done that in the other window. So we already had the console, but yeah. Okay, so I don't see any errors. So maybe it did work. Well, let's connect the other one. Let's have the two connecting. Really make sure. I guess I'll close this, and okay. I might have to refresh this one. And nothing. So let's make sure the error is there. So I don't see any error. This is from Bevy. It's not actually an error. It has to do with how the WASM is working right now. So, okay, if there's no error, right, there's two errors. Did I miss it? Oh, there we go. Okay, I didn't notice this. Yeah, it failed. And the other one probably failed too. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know how to know, what would be okay. How about we go to, not the settings, so, okay, here, the one that's running. There's probably like details here. Um, that's, yeah, I'm not seeing anything that would allow me to connect to this here. But maybe, is there copy Docker run? I don't think that's it. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, okay, there's a lot of stuff in here. Well, Docker run that it's running, so the command that we ran, I guess, got expanded to this. Yeah, what we want to do is connect to it. So how do we connect to this thing? There's something I'm not seeing, maybe. There should be like some kind of IP address somewhere. All right, so we'll keep looking. Yeah, I mean, it could be maybe something about a signaling server. I don't know. Or maybe we have to open the ports or something. Yeah. Docker. Windows. Docker Windows, how to connect. Docker run -p. Yeah, because the port you're connecting to the container is not necessarily the port that your thing inside is running on. So I guess that would do it. Let's give that a try. So I think Docker run the and then -p. And we'll keep the same port number, which I've lost already. This here. So this, what this will do, if I recall, is it will basically, these don't have to be the same number, but one of them is the port that the container is exposing, and then the other one is the port on the inside that will end, like, connection will end up forwarded to. So on the inside, for sure, we have 3536, and then on the outside, we just want to use the same thing. So that's why we have the same number twice. So I think it's actually this simple, and we don't need all this network stuff. But yeah, let's give that a try. Let's refresh these. Our IP could still be wrong though. So we're connecting to this IP. Yeah, it's not connecting, so I guess we're still on the same issue. Just one error. Maybe we didn't see the error earlier because it just pops up later after it's failed a few times. Yeah, this is just the one error right now. I mean, I could try. Did it pop up? Yeah. Yeah, now we have the error. All right. So I'm gonna open a new window this time because it'll be a bit easier. So Docker. Docker run HP, and maybe I need to specify the IP like I did here. I mean, that should work, hopefully. Docker run HP, and then HP is for port, and then IP. Let's try this. Port's already allocated. Oh yeah, because we still have the, yeah, we're not actually closing this. Close the console. Maybe that's what ITD does. Yeah, we actually have two of these. So let's stop them both. Yeah, I would assume that there's a little bit more information here. Maybe I'm just not clicking the right place to get to it, but yeah, sort of in a good spot to put like the IP it's running on. Okay, I need to display. All right, so I think now it's pretty clear that it's on this IP in this port. So let's try that. And yeah, let's just update the IP because we did that too. And here, and hoping this works. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything happen. So yeah, I don't know what's up here. Oh, what did I do? Dash IP? Yeah, I made the same mistake here. So, the same mistake. I didn't mean to use this IP. It's not the IP we're connecting to either. So let's stop this container. Let's stop it here. We'll give ITD a try later. And once this is stopped, we'll run it again with the same IP we're using in the browser. Yeah. Still using that old IP that we had before. So with the okay. So now everyone should be connecting to the same place. Refresh. Nope. Yeah, this is getting a little bit annoying. So what do I have wrong here? The IP. Oh, there we go. So it's localhost. Okay, so the IP is localhost. Isn't that an issue? We already have something on localhost, don't we? Right. Maybe because it's a different port number, it's fine. Okay, so let's try this again. Yeah. I thought there should be a way to show. I guess it was right in my face. I couldn't see it. All right. So that's where it's running. I guess the IP argument doesn't do much. So I think just localhost should work. Otherwise, we'll do 127. Oh, okay, there we go. Now something's happening. All right, I think we finally figured this out. All right. Yeah. All right, perfect. So let me just write down the command that we used. I guess we don't need the IP. And let's give -itd a try. Well, let's look it up first. ITD. These in the background. Okay. Okay. maybe ITD is not really help us, but all right. Okay, so we don't need this IP. I guess it's just localhost, and yeah, this is all we need. So never mind all this network stuff. Yeah, this is enough. All right, and yeah, that's it. So I guess we know for sure that our container is good. Now, if we go to, let's see, we had like AWS. Just like in here. Okay, so here we are, and we're creating a function, and we want to use a container image and browse images. We could pick one. Can we upload one? Maybe we need an image repository. It doesn't look like we can upload it directly. Yeah, which is fine. It's better to use an image repository anyway, I guess. Does AWS provide one? Or, you know, there's lots. But ECR image repository. Let's look up ECR. Yeah. Let's take the registry. Okay, get started. This is the URL repository name. This will be Matchbox server. Right, because that's what we're running on here. And just check Docker file. Maybe we put a version. Since you know we have that version kind of hard coded there. That's good. And yeah, if we change the container, then I mean, actually we should be able to version the container. Yeah, because you can update these, it will give you a tag. May not be the same number, but yeah, I'll just leave because I'll leave this here because this is the version of Matchbox server, but might want to update the container without having a different version of Matchbox on it. I can always change the status. All right. So, I mean, I could put this public. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll change it later. Okay. I think I can just create. Right. And so now, how do I create like an image? few push commands. Yeah, I think maybe that's it. And let's just move this over because that might have some sensitive information. And indeed it does. So, okay. All right. I'm gonna need a terminal to run these. Just give me a minute here. Let's see. There's PowerShell. Okay, so I guess you just copy paste the commands it gives you. There are maybe some things you need to replace in it. Retrieve an authentication token and authenticate your Docker client. And then it gives you a command. And so I'm just running that command. And okay, it's not recognizing it as a client because probably I need to install. Oh yeah, I didn't read the top. Amazon ECR credential helper. All right, so I'm gonna open this here so you can see. So you need the tool so that you can run the commands. So all right. Install the CLI. We have Docker already. Yeah. Windows right now. I guess I can copy this, or what's this? Okay, but I think this is fine. This first one. Right. All right. So I'll go ahead and run that. Okay. So it's installing. Okay, so once I have this tool, I assume I'll be able to run the commands that it's telling me. I'll be able to build the Docker image and push it to AWS. And then once I've done that, I should be able to select it and creating a Lambda. And hopefully then we'll be done. We'll test it, of course. We'll get the IP it's going to give us, or URL, or whatever. Yeah, because it won't be localhost anymore, since it's not local. All right, so I have the tool. Now let's try run the command. I might have to create a new PowerShell. This is kind of like what I don't like about Windows. Maybe some people will disagree with me, but like the command line stuff is just, I don't know, maybe I'm just not used to it. Compared to like on a Mac or on a Linux. All right, I need to get the commands again. And I'm just pasting in the commands before, and it still says it's not recognized. Okay, so I probably, again, did not read everything. Maybe I skipped something. Make sure you have the latest version of AWS tools for PowerShell and Docker installed. Okay, we did that. Right, is that the same thing? AWS CLI and Docker, yeah. Okay, so we did that, and then use the following steps to authenticate and push an image to your repository for additional registry authentication methods, including the Amazon ECR credential helper. Yeah, this should work, right? Retrieve an authentication token and authenticate. Yeah, I mean, it would be this. Okay, maybe I read through this too fast. Okay, we have the latest CLI, AWS -- version. Let me try that. And I think I closed the PowerShell. Yes, -- version. Let's make sure that's installed correctly. And okay, it does output something 2.12.1. So we do have the CLI, and then more information for installing and upgrading, but we already did that. So yeah, we had it here. We should be good to confirm installation. Yeah, okay, we just did that. So setting up, that's what we missed. All right. All right. Use short-term credentials. Recommended. So is it this? This is a lot of different options. Like, I don't have IAM Identity Center configured as far as I know. I just want like a simple solution. Short-term credentials. Okay. AWS Access Portal, then these instructions. Okay. All right. So it looks like this is what I need to do. Okay, so I guess when I sign into the Access Portal, I can get temporary credentials from there. And then I can put that in the configuration like I was mentioning earlier, over here, credentials file. So once I have all this in the credentials file, I should be good, right? At least for however long these credentials last, will be temporary or short term. All right, so I'll sign into the AWS Access portal, and I never know if it's gonna like show me sensitive information. So all right, so it says it's just like another help page. There's nothing here. So signing into the AWS Access portal. Okay. Again, that's the same page. It's linking to itself. Oh, not quite. Maybe I should have picked something else, not AWS. This stuff is, I'd say, needlessly complicated. All right. Sign in. Paste the sign-in URL you were provided through email. I didn't get an email. Amazon, I'm about to give up on you. So, let me step back a bit. Maybe there's like an easier authentication method or something. So if I look, okay, I just need to find where this stuff is. Maybe if I browse inside Amazon somewhere, and then maybe, okay, let's make a little bit of progress. I'm going to search for these files. So AWS/credentials. And so I'll go to my home folder. And then there should be like AWS, right? .aws. Probably a hidden folder, but I am showing hidden folders. I don't see it anywhere. All right. On Linux and Mac OS. Okay, so user profile on Windows, right? Well, user profile, that's where I am. So never mind. Maybe I just need to create it, right? Follow these instructions. Okay. There's got to be something that I don't have to go through tons of documentation. Okay. Close all these. Okay, let's restart here. So setting up the CLI. we want I guess setting up new configuration, and then okay, quickly get set up. All right. Yes, CLI commands. That should probably be easier. Okay, so AWS configure. All right. Okay, so I'll run that. Should be a lot easier instead of doing all that manually. So now I want AWS access key ID. By default, the information is okay. More information. Okay. I want my credentials. Not SSO. I'm doing, I guess, this. And okay, I just need to find the credentials, and I can put them in the command line tool. I need to log into this access portal. Sign into access portal. AWS access portal. AWS, okay. All right, let's see. I don't know what that URL is supposed to be. There's subdomain. Oh, D dash maybe. Nope. Yeah. Maybe I can just search inside of AWS. Okay, I'm just gonna search access portal. Oh, I can't find it from here. IAM Identity Center. Maybe there's like an access portal link somewhere. Okay, so this is something to enable apparently. Don't want to get into some complicated setup, but maybe I need to. Okay, maybe this is maybe this is easier. So if I go here, count alias or ID. Okay, let's try this. HTTP status 400 bad request. Oh wait, I didn't replace the alias or ID. Okay. Still 400. What if I just do nothing? Okay, yeah, so that's just the login page that we logged in earlier. Or maybe the ID is like the email address or something. No, I don't think so. So yeah, I'm just gonna log in normally, maybe. Oh, okay. I'm already logged in actually. I'm trying to do this. You were signed. Okay. No, I'm not logged in, probably because I tried to log in. Yeah. All right. Next, I need to fetch my password. Okay, I'm back inside of AWS, and so yeah, if I'm just in here, okay, maybe I could do like I could search for console, maybe console. There's a console home. Yeah, slash. Okay, I think I found this. I found this link. I got in here, and but I don't see like any credentials anywhere. Just says like recently visited. Maybe if I step back a little bit again. All these instructions to copy IAM role credentials. For step 2 in the linked instructions inside these. What's these other two? I don't see any steps. Step 2, this sign in. Okay, on the AWS, choose AWS account icon. The thing is, I don't know where the access portal is. And when I press this, it's just giving me another guide, I guess, and a link that I couldn't get to work. Yeah. Maybe one of the other ways, maybe I picked some complicated way, I don't know. The name of the account, permission. Searching for maybe account or something. Okay, maybe short term is not, maybe it's not the easiest way I could do this. As I said before, here, short-term credentials. I mean, I like this. I just want these, right? So IAM role. Maybe this. This one's the not recommended one. Okay, it's just from another profile, then apply IAM. Oh, yeah, so I guess it's short-term. It is short-term credentials that I want. Back, I have this already open here. Okay, for sure, I need to get access to this portal. You should have been provided specific sign-in URL to the AWS export by an administrator, but I am the administrator. Okay. Do I need to provide it to myself? Um, Yeah. AWS, I don't recommend if you're just trying to do something small and quick. There's just a lot of options, and you can get lost in this easily. Yeah, I mean, it's not too late to pick something else, but I just kind of want to see this through. And we're configuring your SAK or tool to use IAM Identity Center authentication. Okay. Pause. Okay. Okay, so I need to have this IAM Identity Center thing enabled. All right. Step one, enable. Oops. Okay, so I think I saw that it was not enabled earlier, so IAM Identity Center. Enable. So I have to create an AWS organization. I mean, I just want to run a container image. I mean, I just wanted to run a Lambda. Okay. I'm like, really, Amazon? All right. Create AWS organization. Hopefully I'm not going down the wrong rabbit hole. And recommended setup steps, but it looks like it's optional. I think, maybe not. All right, open IAM Identity Center console. I am there. Under IAM Identity Center, choose enable. Okay, I did that. You must choose whether to have one. Okay. Okay, so I should have received a verification email. There might be a delay. And I don't see any email. All right, well, time's pretty much up. Most of this I can't even show. Well, I don't really know if I can, like, what I can show, what I can't. Or I could probably show this part, actually. Yeah, I'm not going to have sensitive info until I click somewhere to reveal it. But anyway, our time's up. I think I'll, finish configuring this, and then hopefully tomorrow we should be able to finally have this thing live. Or, I mean, if you guys don't mind, I'll just keep going anyway, since I'd be on my computer doing this anyway. So, yeah, let's just go for a little bit longer. I do have a little bit more time, so, and I think possibly we're getting close. All right, let's see. Choose your identity source. Okay, that's the step one and the recommended steps. And then, some of this stuff. Okay. Choose your identity source that I clicked on. Okay. Your source identity defines where you're okay. I clicked choose your identity source, but then there's no I don't know, what do I choose? There's like no option to choose anything. It's just like showing stuff. Okay. Can you choose one of the following as your identity source? Directory, active directory. Don't see that anywhere. Oh, it says identity center directory. I guess I have this. Okay, it's the default. So I guess I don't need to do anything here since that's what's there. And then administrative permission set. Oh my goodness, this is not user friendly at all. All right. I really don't want to have to do all this. All right, I think I'm pretty much done. I'm gonna stop here for today, and we'll pick up where we left off tomorrow. Yeah, and maybe we won't use AWS. We'll see. All right. Well, thanks for watching, and if you enjoy this, please like, share, subscribe. It really helps out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 2 of the challenge. Bye.